Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. Hope y'all enjoyed watching the Super Bowl. It was a good game. It was a game I predicted that was going to go that way. I had tried to tell everybody that Drake May was not an MVP quarterback. I tried to tell everybody that Drake May had a massive turnover problem. I tried to tell everybody that the New England Patriots had a massive problem of giving up sacks. Good morning, good morning. But no, nobody wanted to listen to me. They thought I was just a hater, hating on the Patriots because they beat the Broncos. But again, Drake May was sacked 6 times for 43 yards. 43 yards.
You told everyone it was going to happen.
I told him, David. Nobody wanted to listen to me, but I told him. I told him.
You knew what it was going to be.
I told him. Now, I had the Seahawks winning by 10, not 16.
Where they at?
I know, right? You know what? I hope the Colts start Leonard. I really do. Riley Leonard out of Notre Dame. He did pretty good. Give him a full all season to learn everything. I think that would be a great move by the Colts. And again, I don't know if they're going to bring Sam Darnold back. I really don't know. Coming off of a injury like that, it's actually 2 injuries. But I had said this. I had said this was going to happen. I had said about the Super Bowl that this was going to happen. Again, everybody's like, well, the Patriots played the Broncos defense. Yeah, but they didn't have their offense. They played the Chargers defense and didn't have an offense. And they played the Texans defense. Again, who did not have an offense. What's up, Derrick Henry? The Broncos were out majority of their starting offense when the Broncos played them in the AFC Championship game. And they held Drake May to 86 yards passing. Drake May really didn't have any completion yards until the 4th quarter.
Did you see the way that Seattle defense came at it?
You mean the way I said it would?
Yeah. How they rushed forward at him the whole entire time.
I really thought the game was going to be Jason Myers.
He should have been. We tried to vote for him for the MVP, but you could not vote for the kicker.
Yes.
We tried.
That defense was coming after Drake May. Like, I was counting how many times. I'm like, 1 Mississippi. So when they got on him, I'm like, there we go. He on the ground again.
I had said it. I had said it all 2 weeks. All 2 weeks, and nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody said I was a Patriot hater. Yeah. Everybody said that I would be proven wrong. But I said,
hey, ARMCHAIR.
Yes, sir.
Where's Hunter so we can give him his
He's gonna be here in a little bit. He said he's gonna be here around 11 or 12 Eastern. We watched the game last night together. I was live at B-Dubs last night for the game. But I said this was going to happen. And you guys remember how they said, oh, the Seahawks and Kenneth Walker isn't going to be able to run on this defense. Well, Kenneth Walker had 135 yards rushing. Had 135 yards rushing. And I could have swore I said that Kenneth Walker was going to run on this defense.
Drake May was so scared of that defense. It was funny.
I had said this was going to happen. I had said that Kenneth Walker, who, by the way, guys, is a free agent. I seriously doubt Seattle lets him out the door, but he's a free agent. I had said you win by making Sam Darnold turn the ball over. Sam Darnold didn't turn the ball over. I had said that offensive line for the Patriots was not going to hold up against that pass rush with the Seahawks. I had said it. I had said Drake May was a pretender, not an MVP. Should not even got within 1 vote of the MVP, but everybody his completion percentage. Yeah, he had a great. I could have a great completion percentage if I throw the ball 2 yards out. If I throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, if I throw the ball to wide receiver screens. I could do that. Bo Nix did it. And I said at halftime, if the Patriots wanted to get in this game, they needed to go to the deep ball. And they waited till the fourth quarter. Stephon Diggs getting up and spinning the ball with 2 minutes left to go in the game when you're down 29-7. I don't want to talk about. I didn't even watch the halftime show. I was still worried about, or still trying to break it down. Yeah, he got 295 yards passing, but about 190 of those yards, maybe more, came in the fourth quarter.
I agree.
It was. I tell you guys, I broke this game down, and nobody believed me. Nobody. I said this was going to happen. I had said that the Patriots were finally going up against the defense that had a full, complete offense.
They only rushed 4.
They did not. They did not face a team in the playoffs with a complete offense. Oh, and by the way, did you know that Drake May set a record for being sacked the most times in the playoffs? The most times. There was multiple records set last night. Most field goals made by a kicker in the Super Bowl.
So do you believe they got there off of the schedule, or do you believe they just got lucky?
When you go into the playoffs, okay, I don't care who you play. I don't care the strength of schedule. Strength of schedule means jack crap to me. You're playing against guys in the NFL. They're in the NFL for a reason. You're not just hiring some garbage man off the street and say, hey, I need you to play quarterback. I mean, I know the Chargers did that for their offensive line, but you're playing against guys in the NFL, so they're NFL caliber players. I don't do that strength of schedule stuff. But when you go into the playoffs and you play a Chargers defense who's very good, but their offensive line is dealing with people that was built by IKEA because they hadn't been in the league forever because that offensive line was garbage. You got a quarterback with a broken hand and a messed up arm. And then you go play another team in your house, again, the Patriots in your house, with a quarterback that cannot decide, hey, do I play for the Texans, or do I play for the Patriots? And then you play a Broncos team in Mile High with a backup quarterback, no number 1 running back, no number 2 receiver, no number 3 receiver, and no starting safety. Oh, and you're still held to 86 passing yards, and you only scored 10 points on a play that should have been an incompletion, not a turnover. But again, that's our refs. But I will say this, I am going to congratulate the refs last night. I absolutely am. You did not throw one of these that changed the game. Congratulations. Got to give props where the props are due. The officiating crew did very good last night. So I give them applaud. The Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl. C. Jones. I give them a lot of data boys. They did not throw this. That would have cost the game. So I thank them for that. I thank them. Oh, I already talked about it, KG. I already did. What's up, Droopy? I already said, everybody's like, you're not going to be able to run on this Patriots defense. Well, 141 total rushing yards kind of says something different. Just throwing that out there.
I really thought the Patriots were going to come back at the end of the game there.
I didn't.
No, they weren't coming back.
It was already too late for them. Drake May, you can see that.
There you go, Jose. It's something to build on. This game showed the weakness of the Patriots. Your offensive line, your receiver crew.
The strength of schedule thing next year, you're going to see it whether it's a factor or not with the Patriots. Because when you win your division, you're automatically going to be set with a stronger schedule. So your take on the strength of schedule not mattering, I don't agree with that.
All right, well, let me explain, Stan. Let me explain. This year's Patriots, was that the same exact team from last year?
No.
Okay. Seattle Seahawks, was that the same exact team from last year?
Almost, but no.
Will the Denver Broncos be the same exact team in 2026 that they were in 2025? No.
No.
So strength of schedule does not matter. It doesn't, and I'll explain why.
How?
Because the
Tell me.
teams are not the same. They're not the same. You get new head coaches, you get new coordinators, you get new
Yeah.
players, new free agents, you lose players, new draft picks. You're not the same. So, yes, you're going. What I will say, what matters over strength of schedule is division placement. Now, that does matter. Division
That's what I said.
placement matters. Strength of schedule, not so much. Division placement, yes. Because it's like I was explaining to my wife last night because she was asking me, so what does this mean going into next year? Does it affect their schedule? You know, the Seattle Seahawks winning and the Patriots losing. How does this affect their schedule next year? I said, it doesn't. I said, what affects your schedule is the final 3 games outside of course, the division you play twice a year. The 2 other divisions, the AFC and the NFC division, that you play every 4 years. But it's those final 3 games are what matters on your schedule. If you are number 1 in your division, those final 3 games will be matched up with 3 other teams that were number 1 in their division that are not on your schedule. So that is what matters. So if the Patriots don't play the Seahawks the NFC West next year, I don't think they do, because the AFC West plays the NFC West next year. The Patriots and the Seahawks could absolutely open up week 1 of the 2026 NFL season.
Well, yeah, that would be a Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm trying to say is that's why I don't go off of strength of schedule. I go off of strength of division placement. Because Kansas City Chiefs are going to have a favorable schedule next year because they were 3rd in the division. So their final 3 games will be against 3 teams that were 3rd in their division.
If you don't agree with the strength of schedule, then you can't say they're going to have a favorable schedule next year.
Yes,
You're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not, my brother. I'm not, because what I'm saying is the Kansas City Chiefs, they've won the division 9 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
So they played out of those 9 years. Out of those 9 years, the other 2 to 3 games that they had to play on their schedule were against number 1 teams, meaning number 1 in their division teams. Now that they're 3rd, now that they finished 3rd in the division, their final 3 games next year for their schedule will be against 3 teams that were also 3rd in their division. So it's not strength of schedule. It's strength of division placement that is more important than strength of schedule.
Not the prettiest.
We got New England. We got New England. And we got...
As Kansas City, I agree, Denver was a great game. Peyton lost the game.
We go to sci-fi to play the Rams.
And then on top of that, okay, you got to look at another thing, right? Kansas, or the Las Vegas Raiders, we're the worst team in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have $98 million in cap space going into 2026.
Yeah.
Do we think that the Raiders team from this year is going to be the same as next year? No.
No.
Look at the Tennessee Titans. They are going into next year with $101 million in cap space. 101. So you could be more flexible with contracts for free agents than other teams because of having that cap space. And on top of that, within a year of going to Tennessee in 2027, they're opening up that brand new stadium. That is, a high mark, right? Look at the Bills. They're opening up a new stadium. But you also got to look at the turmoil with these teams. Look who they brought in as a head coach. The Giants are now a favorite place to go because of John Harbaugh being the head coach. The Bills are not a favorite, landing spot now, even with Josh Allen there. They are no longer a darling in free agency because of the turmoil with the owner, general manager, firing Sean McDermott, promoting an offensive coordinator to your head coach. So you got to look at these movements with money for cap, coaches, coordinators, and stuff like that. Arizona is going to be a top landing spot now that they got, the offensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams as their head coach. The Raiders are going to be a top landing spot because now they have the offensive coordinator who is a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator as their head coach.
And I did not know that the Rams' new coach, not the Arizona Cardinals' new coach's brother, coached the Packers. I didn't know that.
Yes, Matt LaFleur's brother, Mike LaFleur.
I did not know.
So
that.
when you look at, that's why I say strength of schedule really doesn't mean anything, because it bases they take the average of the wins the teams from the last year that you play this year, but everything changes. Right, the Chicago Bears were number one in their division, so their final 3 games will be against number 1 teams. The Broncos, number 1 in their division, their final 3 games will be against number 1 teams. The Seattle Seahawks, number 1 in their division. And do we actually think that the NFC West is going to be a light division next year? No, it's not. It's going to be a very tough division. But you got to look at these teams and how they're going to build up in the draft, free agency, coaches, coordinators, all of that. They're playing, teams that, an average of 0.432 win percentage. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It's who is on their schedule. Were they playoff teams, right? Every number 1 team or division winner is a playoff team. So you're playing playoff teams. Playoffs? Who's talking about playoffs? You're playing playoff teams. And then you got to look at your cap space. And now you are a favorable, going to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, going to the playoffs. You are a high market team for free agents if you have the money. So don't worry about the strength of schedule. Worry about who's on the schedule. Because again, you could look at a team and go, wow, they were absolutely horrible last year. Okay, we're going to take the Giants. Oh, man, the Giants were so bad in 2025. They're going to be easy walk to. But wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold up. Who's their new head coach? Who are they going to bring in the draft? Who are they going to bring in free agency? That could completely do a 180 on that team. And you go, well, according to strength of schedule, they were a horrible team, so we're going to go right through them. And they lay you out.
Well,
that's why I say you can't go off a strength of schedule.
It's about.
Armchair, I just saw New England's opponents. They're taking on that AFC West and the NFC North, but their other opponents are Seattle, the Jaguars, and Pittsburgh.
3 number 1 teams in their divisions.
Yeah, and then I saw the Broncos, and of course the Broncos are taking on
the West,
AFC East, and the
AFC West.
And then NFC West and the AFC East.
Yeah, the NFC West.
The ones we get is Jaguars, the Panthers, and Pittsburgh.
Yep. So that's what I'm trying to say. You look at those teams. Pittsburgh. Are the Steelers going to be the same team that they were this year that were number 1 in their division? We don't know. They got a brand new head coach, Mike McCarthy. So we can't go, oh, wow, they're a tough team. They were in the playoffs. They had a whole playoff game. Well, they got a brand new head coach. Who's going to be their quarterback? Is it going to be Kyler Murray like a lot of people are talking about? Is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? Is it going to be somebody we don't even know about? Are they actually going to go with Dylan? No, not Dylan Gabriel. What's his name from Ohio State? Howard, yeah. What are they going to do? So everything changes. Today is officially the end of the 2025 season. Today. Mm-hmm. So you got from today, February 9th, until March 11th, to have all your cards in place for the technically March 9th, but March 11th, to have all your house in order for free agency. So that's why I don't go off the strength of schedule. I hope that doesn't sound contradicting and it sounds more reasonable when I say strength of division over strength of schedule. Because you have to look at how all these teams change. And again, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for winning the game. Like I said, they were. Again, I said by 10, not 16.
But did you hear they talking about in September they won't have 2 games on to start the season like they did this year. They talking about something the NFL will get in trouble if they violate some kind of rule to have a game on Friday night.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Well, another thing that could be a part of it is because the NFL got sued by the Chargers. Well, the Chargers got sued by fans, which in turn went to the NFL. The Chargers fans sued the Chargers because they were still charged for that season ticket for a home playoff game, even though it was in Brazil, but their ticket did not count. They couldn't use their ticket if they went to Brazil for the game. So they were charged for that game. That's why the Chargers opened up SoFi so that people could go in there and watch it, because they're like, oh crap, we charge people for this game, but the game's not being played here. And they're kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
So fans sued.
I remember that shit.
And so that affected the NFL.
It was a what's name lawsuit. It was that one where group lawsuit.
And you got to think,
I remember that.
with the NFL wanting all these other new international games, I think you're going to start to see teams like, you know what? If that was supposed to be our home playoff game, let's not charge our season ticket holders that ticket. Good morning, mamas. Because you're going to get sued as well. What's up, Chris?
So last week we were talking about the Super Bowl game, and I told y'all the score was going to be 31-10. I wasn't that far off.
No, you weren't. I said by 10.
And I just want to let you know that I want to give it, what's his name? Who's the head coach for the Seahawks? Mike, what's his name?
Oh, my God.
McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
So I just want to let you know that he calls the defense for that team. And he did a really good job of exposing the Patriots' weakness. He put Leonard Williams and Hall, who was his power guy, on the other side over there on those 2 rookie offensive linemen.
Left tackle, left guard.
And they could not block them because they're more finesse guys. They're not power guys.
Yep.
And Hall and Williams are more power guys, and they dominated the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Chris, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Didn't I say that left side of that line was very troubling?
Yes.
So against the Broncos, yes, we exposed Campbell a little bit, but I'm just telling you, that they all knew that the left side was the weak spot because of those 2 rookies.
Yep.
But what killed them was that they had to play one-on-one on the offensive line, so those corners were running off that corner every time untouched.
You're an awesome Chiefs fan, Cameron. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in here and hanging out with me, man.
That the Chargers and the Houston Texans did. The only problem is we didn't get the turnovers. I wish we would have got the turnovers.
No. This is what happened, Ray and Chris, with the Broncos, and I'm going to be honest. Number one, even if we would have beat the Patriots, we still would have lost to the Seattle Seahawks.
More than likely.
We would have had J.K. Dobbins.
I think it would have been a better game.
It would have been a better game, but we would have had J.K. The possibility of having Pat Bryant would have been 50-50. The possibility of having Troy Franklin would have been 50-50. And so it would have been a struggle, but it probably would have been a closer game. Our offensive line, even though I have the right side of our line would have been my concern. Everybody's like, well, what about Bo Nix? I'm like, well, Bo Nix wouldn't have been in that game no matter what, if we would have made it or not. He was on IR. I saw the picture of the logo of Super Bowl 61. I think it's in Miami. Now, I don't know if that's the true logo. If it is, it's absolutely beautiful.
It's SoFi.
Is it in SoFi?
Yeah, it's SoFi.
Wow, it looked like it was from Miami. It's absolutely beautiful. But I don't know if the one that I saw is the true logo.
Oh, that's why everybody was saying Bears and Bears in Miami. when they saw the logo.
Oh boy.
I mean, people stretch on a lot of stuff.
Oh, but you gotta love it, Ray. You gotta love it. Yeah, it's like an orange and green wave or something like that. It's really nice.
Yeah.
How we doing, y'all?
What's going on, brother?
I
Hey,
don't know if we were talking about the Super Bowl or whatever, or just Broncos stuff.
nope, this is an NFL channel first, brother.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because everyone knows that the Patriots lost last night.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I cried.
Why?
No, I legitimately cried because for me, it was very emotional because obviously we didn't play the way we needed to, and it just stung.
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Hold on. Oh, let me ask you the question. When it came down to it, do you believe that the Patriots lost or Seattle won?
I think it really just we lost because let's just face it, our no, I mean no, because it's like our offensive line was horrible.
Your offensive line was horrible throughout the whole playoffs.
I mean, we made it though, and I think that's something I had to and I think that's something I had to really remind myself of.
But you realize
as far as,
those
hey,
earlier playoff games, y'all took advantage of offenses that were incomplete.
Hey, Ray, let me back this guy up for a minute. When the Broncos lost Super Bowl 48 to the Seattle Seahawks and got absolutely decimated, I cried at the end of the game as well. I did. I cried at the end of the game because I saw an offense that set records and did nothing in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's different though because you're seeing your team set records. You didn't see that from the team.
I get it, but it's glad to hear that there's other fans out there like me that are emotionally tied to their team. And I am.
Thank you.
I am emotionally tied. And I mean, very emotionally tied. Hey, what's going on, Trudy?
I can agree with you on that one because that Super Bowl, everybody actually thought the Broncos were going to win the game.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to
And the
do.
Broncos were favored. They weren't fake. I mean, New England wasn't favored in this game at all. In fact, most experts said it was going to be a blowout. The only people that said it was going to be a good game and it was going to win were actually New England Patriot fans.
So, but again, I understand the heartache. I'm gonna, if y'all will indulge me, I'm gonna tell a quick story. In 1998, when the Broncos won their first Super Bowl, I was 13 years old.
Okay.
My uncle, him and I had a very rocky relationship through my younger years. Very rocky. Him and I always fought. He was a Broncos fan as well. Now that Super Bowl, well, every Super Bowl lines up on my birthday or around my birthday. He comes over to the house, being my typical uncle self. And well, hold on, I'm gonna get it. Hold on. So he comes over to my house and he shows me this plaque right here, right? The John Elway plaque with two really nice cards. And he's like showing it off, bragging and everything. He's like, I bet you don't have these cards. I bet you don't have these cards. So I go get my deck of cards and I don't have them. Well, him and I are sitting on the couch together watching the game against the Green Bay Packers. Brett Favre, Packers were favored in that game, go back, be back-to-back Super Bowl champions. And the Broncos won. And I start crying. He starts crying. I mean, our team wins their first Super Bowl. I give him a hug. He gives me a hug. He pulls us off the couch, hands it to me, and goes, "Happy birthday."
Oh, dude, that's good.
That's phenomenal.
That is what I mean by being emotionally tied to your team. This right here, this plaque, from that moment on, changed my relationship with my uncle all the way to the day that I sadly lost him in a tragic accident.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, dude.
Yeah.
So, being
I'm with you on that.
Being emotionally tied is what I love. And I know what you mean, Ray. You get those fans out there that just want to be shit talkers. That they just want to start shit. But you also you get those fans, man, that are so tied to their team that when you get to the game, you're like, man, we're there. Nothing's gonna, nothing can defeat us. And then when you lose, it's like crushing. It's like soul crushing loss. But I will tell you this. I will tell every Patriots fans, you got to the Super Bowl with a second-year quarterback, first-year head coach for your team. Yeah, now I love Mike Vrabel. Love that man to death. I would go play for Mike Vrabel if I could. You have one of the best offensive coordinators in the NFL. But losing this game, yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to sting. It's going to feel visceral. But I'm going to tell you right now what Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels are going to do. They are going to study the crap out of this film. And they are going to find the weaknesses on this team. And they're going to use the remainder of their cap space and whatever they can. And this team is not going anywhere for a while.
I agree. I want to share
they got $33 million in cap space. All right, go ahead, share your story. I'm gonna put this up.
So it's kind of like maybe like you said with the whole emotional ties thing, and so like the whole idea of the Patriots literally being garbage for the past let's say 4 or 5 years. And I think this was made when Mac Jones or whoever it was quarterback. Like, we were just like a dumpster fire. Like, I'm sorry, I had to admit. And so I remember when Mike Vrabel got hired, I can't remember the exact day it was, but I was excited because I'm like, wait a second, this guy was an all-pro linebacker. He played for the Patriots. And it's like, myself along with I don't know, who knows how many other fans, we were stoked. And then it's like, obviously we didn't play well week 1 against Oakland, or not Oakland, excuse me, Las Vegas.
Hold on. How old are you, Skyla?
26.
Okay. Who's your favorite team?
Eagles, unfortunately.
All right. You're good to go. Thank you.
MN1, how old are you?
Me? I'm 26.
Yo, because y'all know y'all are 6 years removed from your last championship.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Can I finish my story?
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. Go on with your story, brother. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah. So, obviously we didn't do well against Las Vegas. And then it's like from there, other than maybe a couple of hiccups, we exploded. Like, 10-game win streak. And that just got me hyped. And it's like one thought I had was, what if we made it to the playoffs or Super Bowl, something like that? And I feel like that there was one of the two conclusions that I came to. I'm like, listen, if we win the division,
what's going on, Caleb?
Like if we won the divisional title, conference championship, I would be satisfied. I think it was more the conference championship though, because for me at that point, I was like, everyone called the Patriots a joke for the past few years, and for me to see, them win something without Tom Brady or Bill Belichick, that's like, okay, we can do it. And it's like when I saw them, beat the Broncos, I cried. Because it's like, that was the first championship, conference championship more specifically, that we actually did it.
Right. I'm going to agree with you because you did that. You did that without Brady. You did that without Belichick. So it's like a handing of the guard, right? It's a hand. They're handing the guard off to the young blood, so to say. And again, when the Patriots hired Mike Vrabel at the beginning of the year, I said, shouted it from the rooftops. That was the best hire of all season, bringing him in as your head coach. And yeah, you need to hold your head high. You went to the Super Bowl with a second-year quarterback. You went to the Super Bowl the year after going, 3-14, 4-13?
Yeah.
I mean,
At the same time, you gotta be real about your team. You gotta look into a team that's a realistic shot. Like Armchair just said, Broncos will get to the Super Bowl. They got their ass beat.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't understand you.
I know, hey brother, you're breaking up really bad, Blake.
He said the Broncos would have made it to the Super Bowl. They would have got their butt beat.
I said the same thing because
So just be real about it.
I said the same thing.
Just like a Patriot fan, we would have went in there optimistic. There's a place that we saw we could win, but it's more of a prayer than anything.
Anybody could win, so I can't say that.
Like, I'll be quite frank. I wasn't optimistic that we would win. I was optimistic knowing what we were capable of. Like,
But
there's a
also, I
fine
didn't say
line.
this.
Like, we're capable of putting up a fight. I saw that all year.
I'll tell you this. I'm glad this is not being mean, but I'm glad it was your team that got beat last night over my team. And the reason why, and everybody on here knows as soon as I say this, Hunter, my son-in-law, any given Monday podcast would still be not done giving me shit.
That is correct.
He would not. I mean, I'd be on the phone with him, like holding my phone out like this.
Hey, Armchair. Here's your response to him if that would have been the scenario. You guys had 2 Super Bowls. How many do we got?
3.
I mean, MMY, I was looking at the game when it got into the fourth quarter. I knew it was over.
Mm-hmm.
Only because outside of that one game against Baltimore, New England's never been a comeback team the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
They've always had the lead and kept the lead.
Yep.
Except when they played with the Buffalo Bills and
Yeah,
Foxborough.
except for when they played the Buffalo Bills the second time around when Buffalo came back.
MMY, I'm going to tell you
y'all were
something.
Always, hey, we scored points in the first 3 quarters and we just keep it dominating the whole time.
I mean, I will admit, when we played Denver in the conference championship, I mean, everyone says, "Oh, if Bo Nix was in, it would have been a different story." I acknowledge that.
I tell this to everybody. I can't say 100% that Denver will win. I will tell you, Bo Nix would have put more than 7 points on the board. Guarantee that.
But a win's a win.
Hey, Mike.
I give you that. That's what I'm
Hold
saying.
on, Mike.
I'm just saying, Bo Nix would have put more than 7 points on the board.
Mike.
Yeah, but
I want you to remember this one thing. Mike. No matter how bad you feel being a Patriots fan losing the Super Bowl, no matter how much it hurts, no how many tears you cried, compares to nothing to Minnesota Viking fans waking up today, seeing the quarterback they let go out the door win a Super Bowl the next year.
Exactly.
Armchair, I will say this, one more thing, because honestly, and I say this with respect to everybody else, when we lost, there was like plenty of trash talk to go around. And I've been around sports long enough to where, I don't care who wins or loses. You have to be respectful. Because, it's gonna look real, it's gonna reflect on you saying, hey, you're a trash talker, you're disrespectful, and honestly, like I said before, it hurt me knowing that we lost. But I think, what I appreciate about, you is like, you came from that place of, hey, I understand, we've been there.
Yep.
Honestly, that's enough. And that was encouragement to me, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Anytime, Mike. But again,
Great season, man.
how bad do you think KOC feels? How bad do you think Minnesota Viking fans feel? Kevin O'Connell wanted to keep Sam Darnold. He did not want him to go in free agency. That was on the general manager. And when Seattle called, he gave Sam Darnold a praising report to the Seahawks. Kevin O'Connell wanted Sam Darnold to be the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings this year. But the general manager did not. And then the very next year,
what's name? The quarterback there.
JJ.
He drafted JJ McCarthy. He had to invest in JJ McCarthy.
And look where that's gotten you. Now they're talking about trying to trade, blockbuster trades for Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, some outlaw trade to bring in a veteran quarterback. I'm looking at Derek Carr coming out of retirement going to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yes, I agree.
So, but to every Patriots fan out there, it's going to hurt. I know it's going to hurt. Just not as bad as Vikings fans right now.
May I say something real quick? When my Eagles got out of the first round, I was sobbing. I was upset. But seeing Sam Arnold pick the team we wanted him in 2018, that was nuts. You know?
I get you, Celia. I do. I'm going to be tomorrow night. I will be on a new podcast. I will be still doing my regular podcast, but tomorrow night I will be on a new podcast every Tuesday and Thursday nights leading all the way up to the season called NFL 2026 Bus Talk. And we're going to talk about the draft. We're going to talk about free agency. We're going to talk about what happened last year, what's going to happen this year. And I think one of the major discussions we are going to talk about is the fall of the Minnesota Vikings. Now, I love the Vikings. I do. They were my one of my other uncle's team who, again, sadly passed away. And, what was funny, and I always asked him, because my Uncle Chuck loved that man to death. He grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, was born in Green Bay, Wisconsin, grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and was a diehard Minnesota Vikings fan.
It happens.
And so I always like, how did that happen? You're like, I just like the Vikings. Okay. I'll give it to you.
The only reason why I hate the Vikings is because Carson sucks.
No, Joe. I don't. No, Joe. Joe, I am not going to come on here at all and go, well, if the Broncos would have beat the Patriots, we would have beat Seattle in the Super Bowl. No, we would not have.
Hey, armchair. So, as a person on your panel right now, and all the panel guys can probably agree with this, that's what we love. That's what we love about sports. We love the high when we're winning, and we love I know it's heartbreaking when we lose or we don't make or our team doesn't do good. But that's what we love about sports. We love the high when we're at the high.
Yep.
But when we're at the low, man, like that is where your dedication and your passion really comes to play.
Yep.
This is why I say, and I will continue to say it. I pray in my lifetime, I get to see we are the Cleveland Browns host the Lombardi Trophy.
Or Houston.
Or number one is Cleveland. Okay. Number one is Cleveland. Number two is Detroit. Number three is Buffalo. And number four is the Texans. But number one on my list in my lifetime to see, because they won 6 NFL championships that do not count. The championships that the Cleveland Browns won do not count at all, except for their history.
Hey, armchair, never say never, because we just watched Indiana win the national championship. Whoever thought Indiana would win the championship?
Exactly. So I would 100% love to see in my lifetime the Cleveland Browns host that Lombardi Trophy. I really would. I think it would be great for the city of Cleveland. I think it would be great for the history of Cleveland. You got to remember, Canton, Ohio's not that far from Cleveland, where NFL was invented. I really would love it. And Buffalo, 0-4. The Lions never going. The Texans, a new baby team, fighting and clawing and trying to do everything they can to get in there. It would be great. Those are stories of the NFL that I love. I love those kind of stories. We have a story this year, right? Sam Darnold, shipped away from a team that the leadership didn't want, but the coach did, and goes to a new home, and in his first year takes that team, wins one of the toughest divisions in the NFL, takes that team, wins the NFC Championship game versus the MVP, and wins the Super Bowl. That is a story. And that is what the NFL is stories.
I got a dude last night on a live armchair swear to God that Sam Darnold was a mid to lower tier quarterback because of the turnovers he gave during the regular season. I'm like, so what did he do during the postseason?
Not a single one.
Exactly.
I
I'm
think
saying
the
he
season was
didn't
just
lose the game for his team. That's what Sam Darnold needed to do, not lose the game for his team.
I am. Good season. Good job. That was good.
But hey, Ray, didn't I say that last week? Remember when I said when Manning went to Super Bowl 50, he knew he did not have to win that game. He just couldn't lose it.
And lose the
Didn't
game.
I say that about Sam Darnold? I could have sworn I said that about 100 times last week. Sam Darnold did not have to win that game. He just could not lose it.
And I'm not going to lie to you, and I understand that some of the throws that he made, he was on the run and he's not known for some mobility. But if Sam Darnold would have had a few extra seconds in that pocket,
Oh, yeah.
A couple of those throws he was on the run. But if Sam Darnold would have had a clean pocket most of that night and put those balls where they need to be, that game would have been ugly because Sam Darnold was putting that ball.
Chris, thank you.
Seahawks fans
Thank
gotta
you.
be happy with
Thank you,
how
Chris.
Brock Purdy taught
Thank you.
Sam
I was
Darnold.
saying the same thing.
I just think
Look,
that the Seattle
I'm-
Seahawks.
Hold on. D has been waiting to come in. Go ahead, brother D.
Let me say something, man. And first of all, God's blessings on all of you.
Amen, brother.
Amen, bro.
I was
Amen,
listening
sir.
to you, and I just disagree with one thing you said. Minnesota fans. Yeah, you said Minnesota fans are waking up. No, they're not, because the original plan wasn't even for Sam Darnold to start. They kind of lucked into that with McCarthy getting hurt, getting the injury in preseason. The original plan was for Sam Darnold to be there in case that the young man stumbled. You know, he was supposed to be a helpmate. He was never supposed to start. Now, I'm going to say this, man, hats off to Seattle. Tremendous team win, but it had nothing. It had very little to do with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold almost threw that game away 6 times yesterday. He threw at least 4 pick sixes that were dropped by New England. And that's the difference in the game, that he got away with the mistakes that he made. And my hat is off to Ken Parker Jr. for running as hard as he ran and just keeping them, because we all got to realize this game was 9-0 coming into the third quarter. It wasn't like this was a high scoring game. New England played a hell of a defensive game.
Mm-hmm.
But the part that everybody's doing, and one of your, Ray, I gotta get you with this one. You do not know if, and I can't say you can, because you guaranteed that if Bo Nix played, he was going to score more than 7 points. I say not with the way that Sean Payton coached that game. If Sean Payton coached that game the same way, Bo Nix wasn't scoring 0, because that wasn't on the quarterback. That was on Sean Payton. Sean Payton pissed that game away. You guys still should have played in the Super Bowl, but Sean Payton pissed that game away.
D. Hey, D. You got to remember, Bo Nix did not play in the AFC Championship game.
That's my point. But he said,
Yeah,
like
but
Sam Ray said,
Sean Payton wouldn't have coached it like
and
that.
I said, and yeah, you got what I'm saying, Ray. He should not have coached that game that way, period. And if he coaches that game the same way, you know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying on here? Like,
I know, if he would have coached the way that the Patriots coached last night, the Broncos would have lost. But now I will have to agree with one thing. D, here's another thing, and this really upset me last night. And when I was live during the Super Bowl, I kept saying it, and I don't know why he didn't do it. With the pocket collapsing the way it was, why they did not get Drake May on bootleg something out of the pocket where he could use his legs.
Oh my God.
That was a good thing. I mean,
Not
like,
only that,
that's what they do with Bo Nix.
why did it take you to the fourth quarter when the game was out of hand to start giving the ball to Travion Henderson?
Thank you.
That's the problem, because I think, you even admitted it earlier, our defense was fantastic, especially in the beginning. It's like our offense was like,
That's why they
you
were
want to like
scared
yank the
of
hair out of your head.
How do you-
It's like I thought that, you mentioned, honestly, it's probably the first time I even heard about it, those near pick sixes, if I understood you correctly. And
So
You have to understand that
what D was saying,
I understand that Travion Henderson and all that started to look good, but when it looks like the game is getting away, the defense loosens up. All defense loosen up.
it's kind of like what happened in last year's Super Bowl between the Eagles and the Chiefs.
No.
But hold on, D. Hold on. I want to touch on this. Yes, last night Sam Darnold, when he was rushing, we know Sam Darnold's not a mobile quarterback. And when he doesn't have time to set his feet. I will agree. There was a couple opportunities. Now, I'm not going to say they would have been pick sixes, but they would have been interceptions. Sam Darnold was missing his targets. He was. But he still won the game. He still controlled the game. I'm glad Kenneth Walker won the MVP. I still think it should have went to the kicker, even though we could not have voted for the kicker, because I tried. My son-in-law tried. All videos tried. Wouldn't let us. But Sam Darnold was off target on a lot of passes last night. But also, Drake May had a lot of very bad passes last night. He had a wide open dude that would have been gone.
Yep.
You completely overthrew him. There should have been another interception, but the guy went in for the tackle instead of to get the ball. So it wasn't a pretty quarterback play on either side.
Can I say this, and please let me land this before anybody jumps in. Let me land this. All right. I've coached football. I've played football. And this hasn't changed to the era of the time of football. I mean, I know I'm older, right? A little older than everybody, a little bit than everybody. But listen, when you have an aggressive defense, one that gets after it, what's the best way to calm them down?
Run the ball.
Short passes, and timely runs, right? Running the ball, right? Ray, I heard what you said. Now, here's the thing. You saying, well, Travion Henderson looked good but we don't know how Travion Henderson would have looked if you were giving him a punch in the jaw. But you're not doing that. You're sitting here playing to their strength versus coming out and saying, this is the last game of the season. This is the Super Bowl. I'm letting it all hang out. We don't know how he's going to look. Why we don't know how he's going to look? Because he didn't get that opportunity. And he should have gotten the opportunity. Why? Because he proved all year long that him and Lamondre Stevenson are one of the most deadliest 1-2 punches in the backfield this year. Mm-hmm. But we didn't get to see that.
No, because combined they only ran for 42 yards.
Okay, the problem is our offensive line as a whole.
Why did we switch that up in the Super Bowl when we didn't switch that up all season long?
How many carries did everybody get?
Let's see here. Stevenson had 7. Henderson had 6. Your leading rusher was Drake May, 5 carries, 37 yards.
So both of them were a little bit under the amount of rushes that they usually get. So they usually get 10 to 11 rushes, carries a game.
Drake May was 27 of 43. Ramon Stevenson had 5 carries, 23 yards, 3.3 average, long of 6. Travion Henderson had 6 carries, 19 yards, 3.2 average, long of 9.
Hey, I have a quick question for the panel. Do not answer this, Armchair, because I know you know. What was the last running back to win MVP in the Super Bowl?
Terrell Davis.
There you go.
I was like, why did you do that to me, Ray? I had my hand on the buzzer.
I know you know that.
I do it.
I mean, hopefully he should know.
I had my hand on the buzzer, ready to go, and he shut me down.
True Terrell, and the true Terrell
You know
Davis
who I
fan.
was happy to
I've
see
been a
last
Terrell Davis
night?
fan his whole career, man. So
Who
Coach,
cares?
let me ask the coach
Remember what
something.
in the Super Bowl?
Coach, D,
Yeah.
would you say the offensive line was a factor?
I do, yeah, no, on both sides, though, because the things that I got, listen, this is what pissed me off again, and officiating came and reared his ugly head at the end of this game again. It was the fact that, and it was funny because they called a holding on one of Seattle's offensive linemen. If you read his lips, he said, I've been doing that all night.
Yeah, I know which one. That was on the K9 touchdown.
Right. He says, I've been doing that all night. Now, what does that tell you? That means it should have been called what? All night.
And when they showed the replay of that one, I disagreed with the holding call because he really didn't hook him or anything.
No, but he did grab his outside of his shoulder pad.
I know, but D, I know you were D. I know you were an offensive back, or I'm sorry, defensive back. You were a D back. I was an O lineman.
Yeah.
I can tell you this right now. We hold on every damn play.
Hey, Armchair. Hey, this is to D. Hey, so D, I just want to let you know, man. That I know you were a DB or whatever you were, man. Like, right? That's what you were, right?
I was a defensive back, yes, sir.
So I just
Yeah,
want to
good
let
one,
you
too.
know that the Seattle Seahawks sent, what's his name,
Witherspoon,
Witherspoon,
can't cover.
like 58% of the time last night.
And do you know why they do that? Because if you get him in coverage, he's gonna compromise. Witherspoon cannot cover. So what McDonald has done is says, I'm gonna take you out of coverage because you get juice and abuse. He can't cover.
Well, I understand that. I understand that he couldn't cover, and even Warry was covering his guy or whatever, but he was unblocked 95% of his blitzes, bro. No one even touched him.
I agree. And you know how you fix that? You recognize when it's coming, and because you can, because he was giving it away, and you have a route, you have a play already, and you have a hot read on that, and a guy just goes in and where that vacated spot is, and you throw that ball all day long. That, to me, that's why I didn't like it, because I'm like, if I'm sitting on the couch and I can recognize and see that, I know damn well McDonald can see it, I know Shanahan seen it, I know McVay seen it, and it's insulting my intelligence to think that they didn't. They had to have seen it.
Right.
I just think it's an opportunity for both teams to, learn something because, obviously for the Seahawks, I mean, they just have to protect Sam Darnold better. Or Sam, excuse me, my bad, let me rephrase that. Sam Darnold's got to do better. I think that's already obvious in some degree. New England, on the other hand, offensive line, they have to step up, like by a lot. Because that's
Mike, I'm going to give you some hope, okay? Again, being a former offensive lineman, I played tackle, and I absolutely hated it, so they moved me to guard. I was good at it, but then they moved me to center, where I excelled. But you had a rookie left tackle. The most pivotal part of any offensive line is your left tackle, and he was a rookie. Next year, he's going to be in year 2.
Your guard was a rookie too.
And your guard was a rookie. So they're going to be in year 2. So, I mean, you still could get help. I doubt you will on the left side, maybe the right side. But they'll be in year 2 next year. Drake May will be in year 3. Now, what is really going to affect next year? And I'm going to say it's free agency. This free agency coming up is going to be an absolute blitz of a free agent. We think last year's was whatever. No, this year is going to be way different.
This year's gonna be horrible.
This year's going to be awesome.
I mean, we act like we surprised that
AJ Brown is leaving already.
Seattle. We acting like we surprised that Seattle did that to their offensive line.
I'm not.
We seen this coming all playoffs.
Again, Drake May set a record for being sacked the most times in a postseason. And he had, what's that?
I got to get going because I'm out of town. I got to travel back home.
All right, Ray, you stay safe, brother.
Tell Hunter, man, I say congratulations.
I will when he pops on here. Like I said, he said he was going to try to get on at 12 noon.
All right, y'all. I'll holler at you.
And y'all know when Hunter gets on here, he is going to be insufferable.
As an Eagles fan who won against the Patriots, it felt nice to see them lose.
The 49ers.
To an injured little team?
AJ needs to leave. Agree?
No, disagree.
What should we do with him? He sucks.
All right, Armchair. I have to head out too, actually, but again, I really appreciate that encouragement because that was again just a comfort to me. I'm sure it's probably going to be the same for any other Patriots fan that shows up. And I guess best of luck to everyone for next season.
All right, Mike, you have a great day, brother.
You too, man. Thank you.
Oh, fucking oh my God.
So, okay, going into next year, let me pull up the Patriots real quick. The
Eagles need to do better.
The Patriots have got $33 million in cap space going into next year. Let's look at Seattle. Because Seattle has $74 million in cap space. That's why I say that Kenneth Walker ain't going nowhere. They got the cap space to write that man a big contract and bring him back.
He's a goddamn beast.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised is for them to go get another wide receiver in free agency.
Mm.
I really wouldn't be surprised at all.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Seattle don't really need, because I know they got JSN. They got Cup, who might get released because he is a little older. He might be a cap casualty.
Oh, can he?
They got the other kid. Who's the other guy that?
Shaheed.
Well, I know he's a free agent, so I'm not paying the thing. But they also got that kid out of Colorado State that showed out in a couple games. She was named Tori.
Torrey Horton.
Yeah, Horton. Yep.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean, Cup could be a cap casualty. He's due $17.5 million, and the cat hit, and his dead cap's only $8 million. So I mean, yeah, it could.
I have some news to tell you.
What's the news?
The Eagles might be getting an OC soon. Allegedly. According to some people.
The Eagles.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's going on, Angry? Hey, Bronco Sports Collector, man. Even if we would have been there, we wouldn't have won.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have.
unfortunate for Bo Nix.
Not having Bo Nix, not knowing the availability of Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin.
Oh yeah, we didn't have that one. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
It's all right. It's all right. You win some, you lose some, man.
You lost to my Eagles, so ha!
Nigger.
Hey.
Hey.
But
All right. Yeah, I gotta go. That was inappropriate.
Nigger.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Dumb nigger. Nigger. Nigger.
And
Nigger.
reported.
Nigger. Nigger.
Hey, man.
Put the count, by the way. I'm good. Nigger. 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 David, stop saying that, bro.
You only say that on the internet, but hey,
I know I said IRL.
tough guy.
Wow.
Nigger. Nigger.
Shows about your character.
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
What in the jet?
That was immaturity at its finest.
At least my Eagles are, at least don't say that all the time.
Yeah, I think our O-line was just trash this whole postseason, bro.
Agreed. And this is coming from the Eagles fan whose offense was awful as well, so we're not the ones to talk.
Well, you know, it was something I had said going into this game that the left side of that offensive line was worrisome. Also, you know,
To be honest, with that left side of the line, we shouldn't have even gotten this far. I really thought that we was gonna be like first round exits or second
well,
round. I really
again,
thought so.
that's just the deal, though. Playing the Chargers that were absolutely decimated on offense, playing the Texans, who C.J. Stroud couldn't figure out what team he wanted to play for, and then playing the Broncos, who were also decimated at the wrong time on offense.
Hey, not taking anything away from Sam Darnold, he did his thing. Yo, I really respect him after that because I thought he was gonna choke up. In the moments that, like in the beginning of the game, the way he was throwing, it looked like he was gonna get intercepted at any minute.
Well, yeah, a lot of his passes were off target, and I was very worried about that.
He really stepped it up, though. He stepped it up and started making the right decisions in protecting the ball. And I was like, hey man, he's playing a game. He's playing a game right now. He's managing a game.
But also, me and my friends last night we were saying
That's exactly what he did. If you look at the time and how much they controlled the ball last night, they did their thing, man.
Let's see. Let's look at that more in depth. Let's see here.
I have a weird story.
So the Seahawks had 20 first down. The Patriots had 14. The Seahawks were 4 of 16 on third down. The Patriots 6 of 15. Now I will say one thing. I'm glad none of these coaches went for it on fourth down.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see.
But also, can I say this? At least Sam wasn't hurt last night.
Penalties. 4 for Seattle for 25. 3 for New England for 25. Time of possession, Seattle 33 minutes, New England 26.
Yeah, come on, man. That's crazy. They literally controlled the possession.
Agreed.
Sam Darnold did an amazing job at controlling that game and managing it. He did an amazing job.
And I'm going to give, you know what? I'm going to give it up to the Patriots because when they got in the red zone, they held on the field goals.
Yeah, they did.
They held in the field goals.
But also
Our defense
Patriots.
held up.
I'm just very happy you made it this time.
I think as long as we can get an O line in there, as long as we can get an O line, like at least have.
I don't know yet, Derek.
If we can get like one guard, like a guard or a left tackle, and slide. If we can get a left tackle and slide Campbell in.
You're not. Well, Will Campbell's a rookie left tackle that you drafted to be in that position. You're not going to get another left tackle.
He plays guard. They don't play left tackle.
Right, but you drafted him to play that position.
Yeah, I get that part, but that's not where he's used to playing.
And here's your red zone efficiency. The Seattle Seahawks were 1 for 4 in the red zone. That is a good number to hold them to.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but then again, like I said, and I said this, it's Sam Darnold.
To be fair.
Yeah, I told you guys Gonzo was gonna trail JSN all night, and then when JSN had to go out, and he covered Shaheed.
Didn't we have this argument? And so many people were like, "Oh,
He
he's
wasn't
gonna
really
smoke Gonzo. He's gonna smoke Gonzo."
Now I didn't say that. Well, when JSN went out, he went over to Shaheed.
No. If you look at the game, it just depends on what side of the field JSN was on.
Doesn't matter. He had one catch for 4 yards.
Okay, I mean, cool. It was a defensive game, though. I mean, it's all good.
I mean, it is all good.
Hey, hold on, man. Did y'all watch this? Did y'all watch the same game I watched? Yes, Gonzo is good. But if Darnold would have put the pass, like the arc on the balls like he was supposed to, Gonzo JSN would have got behind that guy every time.
Yes, and JSN had 4 receptions for 27 yards. Cooper Kupp had 6 for 61. He was the team leading receiver.
And he missed JSN.
But it's like I always say, if doesn't count, bro.
Well, yeah.
You ain't do it. So I watched the same game as you.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Yes, Gonzo was good and he made some great plays. That one where he jumped and extended his arm to swat that ball away from Shaheed or who I think it was Shaheed that was beat. Like that was a great play by him. But I'm telling you, like, you gotta look at all the factors, man. If the quarterback puts that where the ball should be, Gonzo doesn't even have a chance to swat those balls down or make plays on those balls. Sam, like, and it was the same way with Drake May. If Drake May would put those passes where they should have been, some of those corners that made plays for Seattle wouldn't have made the plays that they made.
No, here's Drake May's issue last night. He wasn't letting his wide receivers do work. He was trying to look for wide open passes.
Well, also Drake May really did not have the time to do anything.
Right, you're getting blitzed at 90%
He needs to let his wide receivers make plays, bro.
Right, but he didn't have time. He didn't have time in the pocket.
Which is also a good point. He didn't have time.
I mean, if he had a second and a half more, we're talking differently. But he did not have time in that pocket all night long.
Not at all.
But also, can I say that?
Hold on. So the one throw that I did, The one throw that I did watch Drake May make, where he wasn't under pressure, he threw that ball to that breaking in route and threw that interception to Julian Love because he forced that ball because he's open, let me throw the ball, and that was on May. That was definitely on Drake May.
No,
you're talking about that deep ball on third down.
Anybody see something about his form that changed in the last 2 quarters? I think he injured his re-injured his shoulder.
Yeah, I heard a report about him being injured or something like that. They came out this morning saying that his shoulder was injured going into this game and that they had to give him a shot of something to help him throw and all that. Oh yeah, I saw all of that this morning.
But
I mean,
happy he's okay,
it's
though.
fine. Like I said, I'm not even mad that we lost.
But let me ask you something.
It's the Seahawks. I'm actually happy for them, bro. Like that's cool.
What's up,
We
Skylar?
got you second.
Let me ask you something, you Patriots. You made it this time. I'm happy you did.
Like, I don't think people understand where Pats fans come from.
Exactly.
Because
You guys showed up.
we've been. It's not even that. We've been here. We've been
Exactly.
here
Say it.
12 times. We got the advantage to say that we've been in a Super Bowl 12 times. That's
Exactly,
20%.
bro.
That's
You
20% of the Super Bowls played.
Yeah,
bro, this doesn't phase real Pats.
but you now hold the record of having the most Super Bowl losses.
That's fine, but we still have the bragging rights. We've been there 12 times. No other team has that.
Exactly.
I think Sam Darnold played his worst game and still won by 16.
What?
I'm not going to disagree. I mean, he was 19 of 38. He had a QBR of 53% and a passer rating of 74.7.
Not to mention what a bum shoulder. Drake May still outthrew him.
Yeah, May had a QBR of 16.3 and a passer rating of 79.1.
See this? Sam throws better than A.J. Brown any day.
I think we can all agree if he just had a better O-line, this game would have been different.
Well, if they would have ran the ball more, it would have been different. If they would have had Drake May on bootlegs or something to move that pocket, give him that little bit more time, it could have been different. But keeping him as a stationary quarterback in the pocket was not. I mean, he had 5 rushes for 37 yards. He was your team's leading rusher.
Yeah, they got away from the run game last night. That kind of pissed me off.
Hey, again, I didn't have a team in the race because I'm a Broncos fan, and like I said, man, but I was calling that Seattle was going to blow my anyway. That's besides here nor there. Both offenses in the first half, like in my opinion, both offenses in the first half played
there you go.
Total shit. But let's give a big shout out to Marcus Lawrence, who left Dallas to go to Seattle, and he won a ring.
And guess what?
Because honestly, F Dallas.
F Dallas, indeed. As the Eagles fan, I approve that message.
So, with the Patriots run game, do they not have the running backs, or do they just have to try to rebuild or try to fix parts of that line to open up holes for their run game? That's the thing. Is it the running backs, or is it the O-line? Kind of like the Raiders, right? Ginty had 1,000 yards rushing, but he was also the most hit running back behind the line of scrimmage because of his O-line. So you look at it and you got to go, is it the running backs, or is it the O-line not creating the holes?
So what I saw last night, it wasn't the running game at all, because Stevenson had a few good runs. I'm not saying they were big runs, but he was pounding them, and if they would just kept handing him the ball, they would have wore that defense out, and they would have been able to move the ball at ease. They're not running the ball enough.
Right. I was like, and then you know what struck me as dumb too? Like, all right, cool. You know our QB has a bum shoulder. Why are you making him throw so much?
You know what's interesting about that? Because I don't know if it's true. There were no reports about this. None. Nothing going into the Super Bowl, nothing on the injury report list about the supposed shoulder injury and this and that. So I'm going to take it with a grain of salt until I hear Adam Schefter, Jay Fowler, or one of them come out and say, "Oh yeah, this is a real injury."
Armchair, did you not watch the beginning of the Super Bowl when that reporter was talking about it, that sideline reporter for the Patriots?
No,
Drake May has been on the injury report for the past 3 weeks, and he just come off the injury report on Friday. That's why he wasn't on the injury report.
Yeah,
Just come off Friday.
he was.
He's been
I
on
think
the
he
injury
was
report for 2
listed
weeks.
questionable, right? He was listed like questionable to play.
I'm going to tell you this: a lot of the audio for the Super Bowl was really bad.
Yeah, it was.
And did anybody else's game around the third, fourth quarter go like completely black for a little bit and then come back on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened on my end at least 3 times.
Yeah, because I was at Buffalo Wild Wings and it happened.
Ooh, that sounds good right now. Oh my God.
And did y'all know that there was a fan that ran onto the field?
Yeah, I seen a TikTok about it, but I didn't see it during the game.
They didn't show it during the game, but yeah, there was a fan that ran on the field.
Oh, good. All right, Josh, how are you?
Hey, so there was one.
Good. How are you?
The one fan got tackled by the Patriots guy. He knocked
Yep.
down and the security got him. And then the other guy didn't make it. He made it to he touched the white line, and the security got him into. There was 2 of them.
You want to know what's more funny? He had his Instagram on his back.
Is that what was written on his back? I was trying to figure out what that was.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, Armchair, man, I think Denver would have gave them a better. Bo Nix would have gave them a better game.
Shoulder wasn't reported till after the game. Said he received injections before the game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't hear about his shoulder or the injections until this morning.
Yeah, because they hit everything.
Which is against NFL rules.
He was way better after halftime than he did in the beginning of the game.
Was promoting stock trades?
The sad and total irony of that, you know?
I think if you really look at that footage, go back and look at the highlights of Drake May throwing. His shoulder was clearly a problem. His passes didn't look as strong enough. Like, especially his deep ball. His deep ball just came out so slow and wobbly. I was like, dude, his shoulder's definitely bothering him.
On that interception.
Oh, you got muted, brother. You muted yourself.
On that interception, I seen it. But then on that touchdown, his arm looked fine. I mean, he threw it in the bucket.
I mean, eventually, you're gonna get one with throwing. You're gonna get one, but
that you can't use that excuse though, bro.
I get that, but like every throw is different. It's not the same throw. You don't throw the same throw.
I bet, Gregor.
But I mean, they have enough like people to see like if he's capable of throwing the ball that game or not. They said he was okay.
They did, but they hit it, bro. They hit it. That's the problem. They hit it.
Are you talking about that blitz?
What hurt the Patriots it was the offensive line and outside of Drake May running it 13 times. They ran it half as many with 2 running backs. With 2 running backs, they ran it half as many times as Kenneth Walker ran the ball. Kenneth Walker had 27 carries.
I'm not using his shoulder as an excuse because that
you are
no, I'm not, because it's literally what Armchair said. Even though if his arm would have been an issue, if it was, their O-line was still getting shitted on. You can't take away from that. So even if his arm was good, his shoulder was good, it doesn't matter. Their O-line wasn't holding up at all. They weren't giving him a fighting chance.
I'm going to tell you like this here. He was playing like this the whole playoffs.
No, we know that.
That game, that's how we knew he was going to come to this game playing like this again.
Maybe that's why he didn't run the ball more. Because that was one thing that was bothering me was they did not incorporate his scrambling in this
Right.
game. So, hey, if he had a shoulder injury, that's probably my answer and why they didn't. You know, he had five rushes for 37 yards, but those were like desperation runs.
He really couldn't though. You seen the pressure? He really couldn't.
But that's what I mean. Why didn't we do bootleg? Something to get him out of that pocket, to move the pocket.
That's what I'm saying, Armchair. I'm blaming it. I'm not even blaming the old line that much. I'm blaming the play call. Because they were getting runs. When they were running, they were getting runs. The play calling, they knew they were going to pass the ball.
I want to blame the coaches.
What's your question, LT?
Not no one better that can play that position, like even like subs. Like, well, do we not have anybody?
Man, it wouldn't have mattered who y'all had up there, man.
Y'all had no answer for that defense, bro. That's what it was.
And I said that.
We saw that. There was no answer.
I mean, we haven't really had an answer for anybody's defense all postseason. The thing is that our defense played good and put our offense in good position.
I'm gonna disagree with that on a certain point. Again, and I will go back, and I don't like using injuries as an excuse or whatever, but the Chargers' offense was completely decimated with injuries. They were.
Agreed.
They had no offensive line.
They
had a quarterback that was banged up. Hey, son. Then you had
Look who's here.
I know I need somebody to drop to bring him in, but I don't know who to drop.
I'll drop.
All right, Jay.
Armchair. Can I say something?
Oh, you better hurry up.
I'll tell you where our offseason.
But the thing is, Armchair, they went against non-completed teams that made them the completed teams, right? They went against Chargers. They went against Houston. We knew their offense was staggering, and they went against the Broncos that had no running back. They number one wide receiver was out, well, number two, and the quarterback. So that's a staggering offense. You know what you're going to get. Of course, y'all was a completed team until y'all ran into another.
Hold on.
Flex on him, Hunter. Flex on
Hey,
him.
hold on.
Oh,
My hat is off.
my God.
Go ahead, Hunter.
Oh, my God.
The hat is off. The floor is yours.
Y'all refer to me as Super Bowl champion any given Monday.
Go Hawks, bitch.
Now we just got to get the crown and crowning. You know,
Oh, wow.
the tribal chief is in the house.
Hey, Hunter.
Where's your ones at? Where's your ones? Come on, say it, Hunter. Acknowledge me.
I told y'all.
May I say something real quick? For you, Seattle Bravo. Who's Eagles fan? Good job.
MVP goes to your kicker.
Oh yeah, him and I tried last night to vote for him for MVP. We tried, but we couldn't.
We have Will Campbell in hell.
Will Campbell looked like a T-Rex with small legs.
He was like.
And he got treated like a T-Rex with small legs too.
No, that's what I tried to say. My vote.
Hey. What makes it even worse is that they made that rookie left guard look bad too, because that guy got ran over at least 5 times in that game.
I think we need a
violation. The only real stay on flag content is flag for harassment and bullying.
Hey, to me,
Hold on. Hey, who flagged really staying alive for harassment?
I didn't even say anything.
All right, hey, I'm gonna drop you and then come back in.
All right.
Apparently TikTok has a bias.
I don't know what that was. Did that just like popped up?
Maybe they just don't like me. Whatever.
Apparently they have a Seattle virus.
All right, but since I dropped you, came back, you should be all right.
Thank you.
Oh, all right.
Hey, welcome to
Yeah,
the
what they
series.
need to do is go get out. They need to go out and buy a left tackle. That's like a veteran left tackle. So that way Will Campbell can learn under him. Like, or they slide Will Campbell to guard.
Dude, yeah, Will Campbell is just a rookie. I don't think he played that bad as a left. He's more of a finesse speed
To be
player,
fair,
and he could not handle that power from Hall and Williams last night, bro.
to be fair, he came off IR and immediately had to block Khalil Mack, Darnell Hunter,
Right.
Nick Bonetto, and then DeMarcus Lawrence.
Bonito.
Yeah, he had one of the toughest coming back off injury ever for that position.
Well, DJ Humphries is a free agent left tackle out of the Rams.
Yeah.
Cam Robinson from Cleveland's a free agent left tackle.
They spent a top 5 pick on him. He will be starting next year.
That's what I said. I think we just need to get.
I picked the Seahawks by 10, Krager.
No.
Our biggest problem was that left side all season, man. All season. We needed left tackle for sure. Better than.
Giving up 6 sacks for 43 yards hurts. 2 interceptions and what, 1 fumble?
Yep. It hurt. It hurt watching a big 0 almost the whole season. It hurt.
I'm looking. Where is that? There, yeah. One fumble by Drake May. Yep.
I'm just so happy it wasn't like the Steelers. Anybody that's in competition for rings with us right now, I'm fine. I'm fine with losing to the Seahawks.
And what do y'all think DK Metcalf feels like?
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. It's like I was saying. What do you think about how the Vikings fans feel like this morning?
What about Geno Smith?
Geno Smith.
Can I say something about him real quick? I don't give a fuck about Geno Smith. I don't care.
I mean, Jalen Milroe, rookie quarterback out of Alabama, has now got a ring.
Amen to that.
I mean, there you go. Your rookie quarterback is a Super Bowl champ.
Sam Darnold got a ring before Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
That is that.
Hats off to Sam Darnold, bro.
May I say something real quick?
What's up, Skylar?
We'll love Dak Prescott in there too.
To you, Seattle, fellow 2-ringer, welcome to the club. Welcome.
So I got a phone call. Did DK leave in free agency?
No, DK was traded.
Yeah, he got traded for like a
asshole.
All right.
Get out of here.
I just want to say,
Go ahead.
what's his name? Oh my gosh.
Who's he play for?
Caleb Williams is better than Drake May. I just want to throw that out there.
Agreed. And I'm an Eagle fan.
Wait, you said who's better than who?
Caleb Williams.
Drake May.
Hey, what's up? Good night.
I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I bet Caleb Williams wish he got to go on that Mickey Mouse run.
He had a better postseason than Drake May, but that's about it.
Well,
Drake May did have a very bad postseason.
Since 1999.
Him?
No, I said Caleb Williams had a better postseason than Drake May. But
He did.
He also played
But
harder teams in the
overall,
regular season.
overall, no. Overall, no.
I mean, he had to play the Rams in Chicago.
We gotta stop doing that. Oh yeah, if he had a Mickey Mouse schedule.
I don't. Hey, alive. You know
I used
me.
to not be like that. I used to be like, the Mickey Mouse schedule doesn't matter. We just showed you that the Mickey Mouse schedule matters.
I don't go off the strength of schedule. I go off of strength of division.
Because bro looked like an MVP in the regular season, and Drake May got in the playoffs and just started shitting his pants.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Hunter though, because he didn't play these caliber defenses in the regular season.
Literally every game, Drake May was struggling and turning the ball over, and we need to talk about
when he went up against these caliber defenses, so it do matter a little bit.
I mean, he only threw 86 yards against the Broncos.
And I still give it to him for making it as far as he did.
You have to get. I mean, he was in the Super Bowl in his second year.
His first playoffs, he made it to the Super Bowl.
MICKEYMOUSE.
But hey, let's not forget the greatest quarterback to do that, making it to the Super Bowl in his second year. Hunter's favorite, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, another guy that Sam Darnold won a ring before.
So, well, look, Josh Allen doesn't have one. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott. You know, these top quarterbacks.
I went through the whole list last night of quarterbacks making more than Sam Darnold, and I was even lumping in Justin Jefferson, Micah Parsons, Jamal Chase.
Baker Mayfield name in there too.
Baker Mayfield, yep. And with the wide receiver core he's got. No, I didn't watch any halftime shows. I was doing a breakdown of the first half and the second half on my live on TikTok. I watched none of the halftime, none of it. I was more focused on what the Seattle Seahawks had to do to continue to win the game and what the Patriots had to do to get back in the game and try to win it.
My boy Bad Bunny put on the best halftime performance of all time.
And I had said that they needed to open up the deep pass, which the Patriots did not do till the fourth quarter.
No, but Bad Bunny did a good job though.
I took my belt off by halftime. I was ready.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did.
You. Patriot.
Gang, how old are you?
Patriot will. Out. Can I hear please?
Gang Bess, how old are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, he's not old enough to be here.
Yeah, you're too young, Bubba.
What is that? Why?
Why is it not? I'm trying. There it goes. I'm trying. It just was taking forever.
Hey, Hunter, I know you saw this during the game, man. You know, knowing his anger issues, I'm surprised that Diggs didn't get ejected in that game by throwing a punch or spitting on somebody or trying to choke somebody out. Because
oh my God, when we checked him on the sideline.
Every time.
Yeah,
when we checked him
on
the sideline, I was so happy.
Well, I know Diggs did the punch, but I'm saying his anger issues, like, they were tempting him to throw a punch. They were trying to get him angry.
My deal was with Diggs was,
watching that confetti drop.
my deal was is when you're, what was it, 29-7, and you get down there in the red zone, he stands up and spins the ball with like 3 minutes left to go in the game. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that?
That pissed me off.
That made absolutely no sense.
I'm 20. Are you spinning the ball?
Gang, if you're not 18, you cannot be in the live.
I'm telling y'all, when Will Campbell got that flag and it's because he was rocking back onto his heels. I was like, oh, we just won this game.
I remember you saying that. I remember you saying that.
May I say something real quick?
I mean, Will Campbell got to get stronger, man.
I did not watch any of the halftime shows. I was too busy breaking down the game. Remember, I'm answering a second chat.
I'm saying Green Day, they're not saying any of their other songs.
Oh, Green Day was good.
Yeah, it was good, but like, where was that line? Billy, where was that line?
And then the guy before, Teddy Swims. That was a good one.
But like I said, now with today, the 2025 season comes to an end. It's over. It's done. Now they got a little over a month to get ready for free agency and the free agency buzz. And again, I feel this free agency is going to be fantastic.
Hey, Armchair, so what you're saying is for the next 365 days on your live stream, we got to hear Hunter say, he's the champ? Oh, God.
Yes, you're going to hear it every day until Super Bowl 61.
You mean Super Bowl champion Hunter?
You want to get that praise until kickoff for next season, bro. It's over with. It's over with once that ball kick off early September.
We're reigning defending until someone takes it.
Yep, they are defending champions until somebody wins 61. Hunter, did you see the logo that the supposed image of the logo for Super Bowl 61?
Yeah, it was like orange and green.
And it looks like a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's going to be interesting with everybody's speculation on who's going to win it due to the color format. But if they keep it that way, it kind of looks really cool.
Yeah.
But again, we don't know if that's the permanent one because when they dropped Super Bowl 60, it was silver and blue. And then they changed it. So we don't know if that's going to be the true logo or if that's what they're putting out there and then they're going to change it later. Now, I will say, I was kind of disappointed with this being Super Bowl 60 and them having the giant NFL logo in the middle. I think they should have put a 60 there or a diamond or something because 60 is the diamond anniversary. You went all out for the 50 and the gold and you did nothing for the diamond. Makes no sense to me.
Hey, let's give a big shout out to those boys from North Carolina that played the Super Bowl last night, that won a Super Bowl. Bobo is from Charlotte.
Ooh, my boy Jay Bobo.
And then who's Emi Wara? He's from Greensboro, North Carolina. And Drake May also is from North Carolina. He plays Super Bowl too, but I'm saying.
Bro, there were a lot of guys like from Texas playing, like JSN's from Texas, Gondo's from Texas, and like I think there were almost 9 guys from Texas playing in the
There was a lot.
If I'm not mistaken, from the Patriots and the Seahawks, I think there was 7 from North Carolina.
Hey, but can we admit the commercials were absolutely horrible?
They haven't been good.
They were horrible. And there were good movie trailer drops. None.
Yeah, Marvel came out like 2 weeks ago and said there wasn't going to be a Spider-Man or a Doomsday trailer.
Which I did not understand at all. I was waiting for the Spider-Man or Doomsday trailer.
I wish they would have done. I can't believe they didn't even do a, what's the other the Greek, mythology one coming out?
Odyssey.
Jackson.
Odyssey,
I'm surprised they didn't do a big Odyssey trailer. That's going to be such a good movie.
Because it's already sold out. They don't need a trailer for it. It's already sold out.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that one. I don't think I've even seen the trailer to that one.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Yeah, it's shot in that 78 millimeter shit.
But yeah, I'm going to tell you, I think Mom said the only good trailer last night was the Budweiser Clydesdale. Now, again, Budweiser Clydesdales are always the best. Now, I do miss the Budweiser Frogs. I miss the Budweiser Frogs.
Hey, man, did you guys see
I'm a Mario fan, man.
Did you guys see the
I
William
was excited
Shatner
for that
one?
trailer.
The what one?
Did you guys see the William Shatner one?
No.
So it didn't, for some reason, it didn't air live, because we looked it up, it didn't air live, but it aired just before halftime, and it was a Kellogg commercial, but I think they took it off air because of the content in it, because, they're talking about, hey, look, there's, how they always call them, shitner or whatever his name is, look, there's shit on the car, there's shit, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say I was highly disappointed. Highly disappointed. Not only were the commercials bad, but the sound of the game was bad. Well, at least where I was watching, and again, I was at B-Dub, so you would think, you got sound quality and everything. But the sound quality of trying to hear Collinsworth and them, and even the sideline reporters were so bad. And yeah, all the AI commercials, man, that was interesting. But the sound quality was horrible. And then the picture cutting out multiple times. Hey, Lucy, you have some splaining to do. That's what they need to be going to Goodell about right now. Oh, Goodell, you got some splaining to do. Well, the quality was bad. The sound quality was absolutely horrible, in my opinion. The commercials were horrible.
May I say something? The only thing I can watch the game on is Hulu. And Peacock, and that's it.
Ray, I would rather listen to Chris Collinsworth every day and twice on Sunday over Tony Romo.
Agreed. Fuck Tony.
Any day of the week and twice on Sunday over Tony Romo.
Hey, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm supposed to hit
I would rather listen to Chris. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather listen to Chris Collinsworth than listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
See? I mean, Romo, in my opinion, is the worst prime time commentator there is.
May I say something? I'd rather listen to Chris than listen to Tom Brady.
No, I won't go that far. I like Tom Brady because of his breakdown.
I hate him though.
I like Tom Brady's breakdown. Let's see. Contact your
Am I in the voting again? What?
Yep, it says I gotta remove you.
What the fuck is going on in that?
Had to change a diaper. Hello?
Hold on.
We're still here, man.
We're here, but somebody else on here got a violation, and now my live is not eligible and restricted for search for the next 10 minutes.
That's because they're using vulgar language, man. Like, she used the F word like 15 times, bro.
Harassment and bullying.
Yes. That's because the comment she just made. She used the cuss word and then used Tony Romo and Tom Brady in it. She said you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
You
y'all probably don't know who this is. How much this guy named.
You can't say that stuff online.
And he said TikTok has the worst system when it comes to restricting lives and stuff, because it's AI, so it just, it's not like it's an actual.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, we were talking about the AI commercials that might have got mad at us as well, so.
No. Because it didn't flag her for that. It flagged her when she said.
I know.
She said, and it said Tony Romo and Tom Brady. As soon as she said that is considered several, because it does it on Facebook too. Like, I'm in a private chat on Facebook for like a Madden league, and if I put S whoever, it's gonna boot me. It flags it every time.
Wow. So they're getting really strict now with them selling TikTok.
Yeah, you can't say stuff like that because it's considered bullying.
Damn, I wonder how other people get away with it? Like, what's his name? He's a gamer on TikTok with Madden.
You're about people like Shabbat Mitch and all them that cuss all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get away with it.
I don't know how they get away with it, but
I have no idea because I've been on.
To where they probably don't have to be on the live. For You page or whatever.
Ah.
Restricted to 8. It like doesn't take you off. It restricts you to 18 plus, and that's probably. I mean, they're big enough where that doesn't matter. So.
Well, yeah, he's got over 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like my brother streams live on TikTok and all that kind of stuff, and I'm on his TikToks all the time, and I use vulgar language sometimes on his lives. He don't get flagged, but like I said, he's streaming video games, so he doesn't have age restrictions. And
what's your brother's thing, and I'll go follow him.
What's that?
What's your brother's channel, and I'll go follow him.
I'll have to look it up. I'm not really sure. He changes his TikTok name like every couple months. Yeah, like I don't know why, but he does. He changes the name. Like he changed your name again. He's like, yeah.
He gets bored.
But I don't know. He has I don't know 35K followers or something. So
nice.
Chris, tell me why I missed my parlay by 3 rushing yards from K9, and I would have hit it with that big rush at the end that got called back.
Yeah, that was frustrating, man.
Yeah, I did not like that hold call on that play. Again, as a former center, I didn't like it. Yeah, I get it. He had him right here, but again, if you're not holding, you're not blocking as an offensive lineman.
Well, I rewatched that play at least 3 times now, and I don't know why. And if I was the referee, I wouldn't have called that.
I would have kept the flag in my pocket. I would have kept the flag in my pocket because it was not an egregious hold at all. I mean, he wasn't like reaching out like this and trying to fight or anything. And you really didn't see like the jersey or pads getting pulled. His hand was just there.
Yeah, he was reaching for the running back and he was out of reach. And when he realized he was out of reach, he kind of like, I watched the whole play and it looked like his feet got tangled up with the center's feet and he slipped and it made it look like he was holding.
I will say that Patriots secondary was playing some smothering defense on our wide receivers at the beginning. Like Sam Darnold was having to make some passes that made me uncomfortable when he threw them.
Well, yeah, I knew they would, but I also knew eventually that it would break down. You know, with Shaheed, JSN. Now, yes, JSN not playing at 100% after the back of his ankle got stepped on. That was the problem. Cooper Kupp did great, in my opinion.
Cooper Kupp there and done that. Like, I think that was such a good addition. Like, he didn't do like amazing during the season. I knew once playoffs come around, I was like, Cooper Kupp's like been here. He knows like playoffs is just different.
Hey, so let's talk about how the Seahawks adjusted and the Patriots did, because the Patriots.
Thank you.
They had to do the deep.
What's up, Joey?
They were getting blocked. When they couldn't block, they couldn't throw it deep. The Seahawks did the same problem.
I said when Will Campbell got that flag, I was like, dude, they don't stop like Hunter over there and stuff.
Talking Super Bowl.
To put the safety down there every time.
Y'all just now watching it.
Or a linebacker.
Really?
And I said that we were going to send corners through the gaps because they're going to have to help Will Campbell.
But that's also what I'm saying with the Seahawks. They were having a problem blocking Sam Darnold early, but the head coach or Clint Kubiak made the adjustment. Hey, let's start throwing these baby hooks or these slant routes or these drag routes or these screens or whatever it is that we need to do to get the offense moving. And they kept throwing the ball short to give Sam Darnold that chance to throw the ball. They didn't keep trying to throw the ball deep every single play like the Patriots tried to set it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm assuming we'll probably promote like our passing game coordinator or something.
Well, yeah, because you're losing Kubiak, and that is going to hurt. Kubiak's going to the Raiders, and that is a great hire for the Raiders, in my opinion. Clint Kubiak.
That has to be a crazy feeling. You win a Super Bowl, and you're like, all right, let's go rebuild the Raiders.
Well, look at what happened last year with the Eagles. You win the Super Bowl, your offensive coordinator becomes the head coach of the Saints.
Yeah.
So
But you act like the Saints did bad.
no, the Saints overperformed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If the Saints could have won a few of those close games early, we may have been talking about the Saints as well as the Panthers.
To be fair, Armchair said from week 1 that Tyler Shuck should have been starting.
Yes, I did. I had said that after they drafted him, that he should have been the starting quarterback. No, we got to get Rattler. Whatever. What do I know? I just studied this league for 30 years, but what do I know?
Hey, but if you look at the stats, I'm not saying anything, man. The difference between Shuck and Rattler is Rattler got happy feet, and he started running around and started making bad decisions. Tyler Shuck just stood in the pocket, ate those hits, and made the throws that he needed to throw. That's the difference. If or Spencer Rattler could stop with that happy feet stuff, he probably would have been he would have been done decent there.
I think the league's problem is they're looking for too many guys that can be playmakers and make stuff happen, and not guys that can play.
They're looking for the next Lamar.
Yeah.
They're looking for the next Lamar.
Guys that they have that ability, but they're going to sit in the pocket and make the passes, and then if they have to, they're going to step up and make.
You're not looking for the next Manning, who was a stationary quarterback. You're not looking for the next Brady. Everybody's looking for the next Lamar.
And as a rushing quarterback, I mean, Jalen Hurts feels different to me because, like, he had Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown. I'm not taking anything away from Hurts. I'm just like, he runs more. Is there another rushing quarterback that has really won a Super Bowl?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes is kind of like what we're talking about. Like, he's going to throw the ball, but if he has to step up and make that play, he's going to step up. But it's not his whole personality on the field.
True. And what really, okay, so I do like the Saints, and I've let that known multiple times that I do like the Saints, and they're in a lot of trouble next year. We're just going to put it out there. They're 41.7 million over the cap, and they really don't have the players this year that can really, help them by going, hey, we're going to write you this check. You're going to have to start making a whole bunch of new deals because you have 90.5 million in dead cap space next year. So they're going to have a lot of fun between today and March 11th. The Saints are going to have a lot of fun.
Detroit Lions fans too later.
Hey, so this goes back to what Hunter was saying about the mobile quarterbacks winning Super Bowls, man. So if you look at this, right, and if you look at all these guys that can actually run the ball very well, and I'm going to go back a little bit, but people like Michael Vick, people like Lamar Jackson, who else could run the ball? I'm not saying he was a bad quarterback, but Randall Cunningham, right?
Oh, Randall Cunningham was a good quarterback.
Those guys can run.
Dante Culpepper.
But what do those guys got? I mean, what do those guys do worse than everybody else in the league, right? Yes, they can run the ball. They can give you a second dynamic.
And possibly.
But what they can't do is they cannot throw the ball accurately. Every single one of these, Justin Fields is the same way, right?
Yep.
These guys cannot throw the ball accurately because they're used to all that running stuff. Like, they're not being developed as, hey, let's be the passer first and then the runner second. They're just letting them do whatever they want to do, improvise, do whatever, and it's hurting their accuracy.
Look at Kyler Murray. Look at Tua Tagovailoa. The problem I have with Lamar, and I'm going to say it's with the pass, is his ball. He doesn't have a good arc on his ball when he throws it. It seems to always float too much when Lamar throws it. Watch some of the film with Lamar. He doesn't have an arc. It like floats, and a lot of times it floats too high. He doesn't have that arc you need to get that tip of that nose down to come where it needs to go and help his wide receivers out. And every game I watch with him, I say that.
He doesn't go through a whole throwing motion because he's running or something like that. It feels like he just doesn't complete his throwing motion, so it doesn't have
right,
that.
it's like he's flipping it.
Yeah.
He's not throwing, he's flipping. And he gives him that it doesn't give him the arc. It gives him that floating feel. You know, one quarterback that I think a lot of quarterbacks should learn the throwing motion from, Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees.
You lost me at Phil Rivers, man, because that dude's got one of the ugliest throws I've ever seen.
It is one of the ugliest throws, but it gets the job done. Look at Billy Gilmer. Billy Gilmer, quarterback for the Washington Redskins. Super Bowl winning quarterback of the Washington Redskins. Could not throw a spiral to save his life. Couldn't throw a spiral at all. He had the worst duck passes ever. But he won a Super Bowl. Phil, look at Drew Brees. Short quarterback. Learn to throw between the tackles. Learn to adjust his throwing motion between the tackles because of his height differential between him and the offensive line. So, you know, that is why I say look at another good one is Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner teaches the importance of your hips in a throw motion. Your hips are a very key component to your throw motion. And that is one thing Kurt Warner preaches till this day. And a lot of young quarterbacks don't, you know, listen. Your hips is where your power comes from when you throw the ball. Yes, you need arm strength, but you can't always count on your arm. Your hips help your arm, help your accuracy.
So that's what I'm going back to, right? Because if you look at, like, I'm just saying, like, so let's check Spencer Rattler, Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson. If you watch these guys throw, when they're throwing the ball, their feet are still moving. They don't have that plant foot to get that power and that accuracy.
Bo Nix had that problem.
And that's what made Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and Dan Marino and John Elway these great passing quarterbacks, because their feet were always stopped and they always had that plant foot to get that power and that accuracy behind their throw.
Well, again, year one, Bo Nix had that problem. Spend time with Drew Brees, spend time with Peyton Manning in the offseason, and going into year two, he still a little bit had that problem, but then it went away. He started planting that foot more, talking to Brees, talking to Manning. And again, you know, that is something that, again, I agree with Hunter. Everybody's going after the next Lamar. Cool. Go after the next Lamar. But please, if this guy is going to be your franchise quarterback, teach him the proper way to throw. Plant your feet. Set your hips. Set your legs, right? Get that power from your back leg to your hips, to your chest, to your shoulder, to your arm, and release. It is a step process. Plant leg, hips, chest, shoulder, arm, release. It's all flows.
Clint Kubiak is y'all's new head coach.
Yeah, Clint Kubiak was announced this morning.
But again, I'm sorry. You said it's a step process. And I didn't play quarterback in high school. I didn't play at the college level. I played for Beverly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't play football most of my life. So, like, we've been through this kind of stuff. But
hey,
that's the
Matthew.
difference between, like, when they're teaching these guys to throw the ball, man, the 3-step, the 5-step drops. Like, that is where that comes. Okay, you got 5 steps. After the 5th step,
that ball's out.
And and you're looking. It's the same way with the 3-step. And that's why the shotgun. That's why the shotgun was created. That way you can make those reach faster without the shotgun.
Wait, say it again. Say it again. When you get to the 1 step, the ball's out.
So depending on the drop you have, if you have a 3-step drop, then it's on the 3rd step. If it's a 5-step drop, it's the 5th step.
That's incorrect. You know that. I'm so you don't. It's not ball out on the 5th step. Ball it because you have to get to the 5th step, and the next step is a step up, ball out.
But either way, on that 5th step, you should have your plant foot planted in the ground.
You see it now, Armchair? You see how it goes?
Right.
It goes 1, 2, 3, hit up. Out.
Well, when you talk, well,
you never get ball out on 3rd step.
It's your 5th step's your back foot is planted. then your forefoot comes forward and
So
throw.
but if you ever was to tell a kid, hey, on the fifth step, get the ball out, he would be throwing the ball.
He's
on
throwing
his
it
back
off of his back foot. So it's fifth foot plant, step, throw. So I get what Chris is saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, D. Wow, I just completely messed up my
How
mind.
you explain that is, once you get to the fifth step, now you have to hitch up. The way that it has to be coached is you have to hitch up to get ball out.
Right.
Ball should be coming out on your next movement.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plant, step, throw. But again,
What are we doing on each step? What are we doing on each step?
we're reading the field.
We are reading the field. Each step is a reading. But, you know, that's just me.
But we're not teaching it. We're not teaching it. Everybody wants the next Lamar. Everybody wants a Tua, but that's accurate. Everybody wants a Kyler Murray.
But before everybody comes for me because I came on here trying to teach, I just want to say, man, to my young brother, any given Monday or armchair Monday, long hair Prince, the guy got to keep his hair. Hey man, congratulations, man. Your team played well yesterday, man. Nothing from your team. Yeah, man, it's a great season for the Seattle Seahawks. So
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You know I wasn't gonna come for your juggler too much. I'm not gonna give you what I want to give you, but I'll give you my sincerity.
Hey, Hunter, what Dean's really trying to say is, it was a good season for the B squad in the NFC West.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. You can't, when you're a champ, and I can call him a lot of things, but at the end of it, I gotta put champ. Right?
Very true. Well, hey guys, I've been at it for 2 hours. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go take my medicine and relax my back. Thank y'all for coming in. All all respect to Hunter. Show the ones.
The real Seahawks fan.
I love you too, mamas.
I'm going live. We'll talk about this, man, so I can tell you why a lot about those steps and why they're so important.
All right. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Monday. Please stay safe. Please have fun, and know that I love you and my family loves you. And I'll catch you guys on here tomorrow.
Hey, Hunter,
See you tomorrow.
much love.
Peace.
Much love,